So now let us talk about where do you add your next kick-ass, super duper, very cool syscall. And there are multiple places, multiple files where you can add a new syscall, and you should pick them based on well what the syscall is going to do. But one of these places is kernel/sys.c, and there you find definitions of multiple system calls that are related to the system. And you also find some of them commented in a language that probably most of you understand. But that's basically where you get most of the system related definitions. And you can see, for example, the get PID and system related definitions does not is not that it starts with the sys underscore name, system call name, but things that are related to the kernel system. So if you are, for example, on the there is a reboot system call that is defined in reboot.c because that's where it makes sense to implement it. I mean, by defined here, I mean implemented. There are things that are related to the file system that will be basically written or implemented in the file system. But this is one of these implementations, and you see that the definition over here is basically quite short. So system call defines 0 get PID, and then it returns the current thread group ID. But also you have a get TID, which is get thread ID, which basically returns the internal thread ID for the kernel, okay, for the kernel thread, right? And you get implementations that look like that, for example. So school defines 0 get PPID, and then here it does a little bit more than just returning something from the kernel. So in your case, it's probably a good idea to, you might want to, no, I wouldn't say it's a good idea. You can actually add it to a separate file, or you can add it to sys.c towards the end, your new system call for the assignment. Let's talk about how the kernel actually uses the sys calls or manages the sys calls.